It is 2025 and it has been 20 years since Revenge of the Sith. Holy crap, am I getting old? I saw Revenge of the Sith in the cinemas as a kid, and it was the greatest thing I've ever seen to this day still. Cinematic, wonderful, amazing. I mean, after the intro came down and it was just like blackness and it was doom doom, doom doom, doom doom. And then you see two ships flying and it's do 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 do, and then they just come up and down and it's an entire space battle. I love space. I love space battles, and that was a space battle. And it's like, are you sure the shields are shield up? Sorry, master. Like, holy crap! And you had General Grievous, and then you had Mustafar, and you had the just holy crap, man. I've seen many, many films in the cinema, and Revenge of the Sith, the intro, the entirety of that movie is still some of the best I have ever heard and seen in my life. Holy crap. It is 10 out of 10. And I've seen Revenge of the Sith way too many times to count. More times than I could say Lord of the Rings, which I do enjoy. I saw all the Lord of the Rings in the cinemas. But Revenge of the Sith is probably the best 10 out of 10 film I've seen in it. Like, you think it's cool watching it on a big screen or anything like that? Nah. Till you see it in the cinemas all over the place, you haven't seen nothing yet. Absolutely. However, that exact same year, I got myself an original Xbox, and I got a little game called Star Wars Battlefront 2, which again is probably one of the greatest games ever made. Like the first one, like the second one, a lot more. I mean, holy sheep shit. Let's put it this way. Back in the day, if you had an Xbox, you either played Halo 1, Halo 2, or Star Wars Battlefront. Now, I usually didn't have online at all with my Xbox. Well, I didn't really go online until the 360, so I played a lot of offline stuff, mostly campaigns, and in this case, bots, which was amazing. And honestly, man, Star Wars Battlefront 2 still holds up to this day. I mean, look at it. Look at this. It is insane. And yes, we're using PC here, but this is what it felt like back in the day. Insanity. Living those films, those great, disgustingly destroying of robot films that were just amazing. Clone Wars, bang, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. And like, look, I love the original trilogy, but clones kick ass. Screw the stormtroopers, give me the clone troopers because they're badass and they have way better vehicles. I mean, again, look at this, the cinematicness of it. A walker killing everything in sight, and I've got all my other ones running around, and we got all the droids, and I'm shooting this, and I'm shooting that, and it's blowing up, and it's amazing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good, this is, look at it, god, look at it, god, boom, 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 and like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get a bit carried away here, but yeah, look at it. Yeah, graphically, it doesn't look the best. It's from 20 years ago, what do you expect? Yes, Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA is, for the most part, a better game. Story, better than the original. Certain aspects of it are also better. Mostly gameplay is better in EA Battlefront 2. Of course, again, 20 years later. And of course, graphics are better because 20 years later, again, throw it out the way, doesn't matter. But when it comes to certain things like, oh, I don't know, the ability to just get into any vehicle and fly up and do, come down and get out, it still hasn't been replicated. In Battlefield it has, but not in Battlefront, which actually kind of still sucks. I don't understand why they didn't do that, but whatever. The greatness of Battlefront 2 is the fact that it doesn't matter how long it's been going for, it still is fun. And while I enjoy playing it more with a controller in hand, PC still works pretty well. And the gameplay mechanics in general are still solid. You can sprint, you can run around, you can jump this way, jump that way. Yes, the first person mode is quite plain and every gun looks the same and feels the same, but third person, it's chef's kiss. So if you're going to play it, definitely play it in third person. First person's okay for a bit, you know, shooting that shotgun into the faces of any droid that you see, still rock and roll to this day. But like, that's the thing, the nostalgic in me is just like, this is the greatest thing ever, and it still is. And today you're just like, well, that could have gone a bit better, but it doesn't matter because Battlefront 2 is the thing that every single 90s and early 2000s kid, for the most part, fell into and loved. No issues whatsoever. I just can't believe it's been 20 years since this masterpiece came out. Everything about it is just so alive and wonderful and beautiful. I have no issue with it at all. I don't think there is, and I know I can nitpick, sure, but in my mind, the nostalgia wins, and it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, okay, graphics not the best, okay, and we kind of like swooped over that. Gameplay though, still solid. The heroes are still damn solid as well. DLC stuff, AI, the ability to actually play the game offline still works this day. Conquest mode is amazing. I played Conquest mode pretty much 1,000 hours of my life as a kid. From 2005 to like 2010, I'm pretty sure I just kept playing that game mode over and over again. I always like to play like a game of chess where I'm like, okay, I've got this many and I've got this many credits. I've got to buy an engineer because I'm going to go to this planet because this one's got the most vehicles, so I'll use the engineer to make sure those vehicles stay alive while my other troopers can go around and kick ass. And look, yeah, it was okay. The AI was definitely its and bits and all that, but the fact that you could do this strategy in your mind and kind of play it out with how you spend your credits, what you buy, how you can maneuver your fleets and all that. I thought that was really good. And again, we still have not to this day seen anything like it. The closest we got was the leaked Battlefront 3, which was Battlefront 3. Again, it just blows my mind, blows it up to epic proportions about why the hell we still haven't got a Battlefront 3. Who knows? Maybe it's cursed, maybe it's not, but hey, you know what? You would make money. You know what? Get Night Dive. Take Night Dive. Give them the leftover Battlefront 3. Let them fix it up and then release it. I would buy that for $100. I'd buy that for a lot more. EA, I will give you a lot of money. Why aren't we doing this? Why is this not a thing? You'd have a lot of more money that way. But I digress. I'm here for nostalgia, I'm here for epicness, and I'm here to tell you that the OG Battlefront 2 is amazing. It's not perfect, it's especially compared to modern games, some of the gameplay elements, some of the graphics, and some of the controls may be iffy. But if you step back down in 20 years ago, when Revenge of the Sith was peak Star Wars, and it was. If you go back to the day where the video games were better than, well, the Star Wars games at least were better at the time, and the nostalgia, the fun, the comics, even the TV shows, Straczynski's Clone Wars is peak. You'll understand how great 2005 was as a Star Wars fan. It was probably one of the best years bar 1977, and I know it's going to give me some controversy, but I don't care, because I lived 2005 as a kid, and I tell you, those memories are impossible to get rid of, and they're going to stay with me to the day I die. So yeah, get yourself a GOG, get yourself an Xbox, get yourself the Nostalgic Collector's Edition is still pretty good. It's not that bad now. They're still fixing it, but I don't know. But in the end, get yourself Battlefront 2 OG and give it a play. You'll be surprised. And in the end, it only costs like $5-10, so what do you got to lose? Anyway, that's Aussie Viking out. See you on Valhalla.